It is time once again for Good Day Street Talk. Antoine Lewis reporting. Here's what we're working on today. Parents making a difference. One New Jersey mom is trying to get mainstream fashion designers to create clothing for children with disabilities, and her very special inspiration. Also, a mother and son teaming up on the war against drugs and how their own story is saving lives. A little bit later, helping kids navigate social media and school. But first, when he lost his son to an inoperable brain tumor, one brave dad turned his loss into a mission to help others. Joining me now is John Rivera, founder of the Cristian Rivera Foundation, named in memory of his son. Tell us about Cristian, Johnny.
A special boy, extremely bright, a true leader. We used to call him Mr. Bossy. Special kid.
Tell us about the condition that he had.
It's diffused intrinsic pontine glioma. DIPG.
Okay.
It's a brainstem tumor in the pons, so it's very difficult to get into that area. As you know, the pons controls your entire body,
right?
All your functions. So the brain tumor is inoperable, and just up until a few years ago, it wasn't even biopsied. There's about 200 to 300 cases discovered in the world each year, and each one of the cases end up in a fatal situation. There are no survivors to date. This has been something that we've been battling for about 30 years. I got involved shortly after my son died in 2009, and we seem to be making amazing strides. When my son was diagnosed, I was told I wouldn't see a cure in my lifetime, and now we're very close to a cure.
When your son was diagnosed, how old was he and what year was that, John?
2007 in January. He was 4 years old, and he passed away in 2009 in January when he was 6 years old.
I understand that the doctors gave him a shortened window.
Typically,
right?
Children diagnosed with DIPG live 3 to 9 months after diagnosis. The Cristian Rivera Foundation has been very fortunate to team up with two amazing doctors. One, Dr. Mark Swedane, who heads the Pediatric Neuro-Oncology Division over at Weill Cornell Medical Center, Memorial Sloan Kettering, and Dr. Oren Becker over at Duke, who heads the tumor tissue research. And we're making incredible, incredible developments. We actually have a girl on our trial who is alive almost 4 years after diagnosis.
Now, is this something that, is it a condition that just happens? Is it hereditary influenced? Or?
There's no common denominator, so we don't know how a child develops DIPG.
You get this diagnosis of your 4-year-old boy, Mr. Bossy. You know, how did it hit you and your family when you found out about this, John?
Oh, we were devastated. First and foremost, because I had never even heard of the disease, and when someone says something is fatal, and you're not going to live, your child's not going to live, you know, you feel helpless. And someone, as myself, who's always been a problem solver and someone who looks at the solution and not the problem, becomes very, very, you're in a very awkward position. You're in a very unfamiliar position.
That's Cristian we're seeing pictures of right there. When you look back on these and you think about your mission, you're just trying to spare another family, you're trying to make their road a little easier to walk.
Children with DIPG really suffer. They lose every function possible. First, they lose their ability to walk, move, talk, eat, speak. Any of the normal functions of a normal, healthy young child, you lose. And I don't ever want to hear of another child suffering the way Cristian suffered. And I don't want the families to suffer as well.
If anyone's looking for information about the foundation, what is it that you want to make sure we pass along?
That there is hope. They should really learn about this amazing effort that we're pushing along. And they can go to our website, CristianRiveraFoundation.org. Cristian doesn't have an H, it's CR. And learn about the amazing work that we're doing to rid the world of DIPG.
May I shake your hand?
Absolutely.
All right, nice to meet you this morning, John. Stay
Great
right
to meet
there.
you.
Coming up next, clothes for